here. Go back to my channel and happy 2020. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic start off kick to 2021 as I have. I actually took 3 days off, but now I am back to filming. It's one of my passions. I'm so happy to do so. So for today's video, I thought it would be fun to talk about my skincare goals for this year, what beliefs I want to implement and apply to my skincare routine. And of course, you guys can also share with me what your skincare goals are for this year in the comments down below. Don't forget to do that because I love reading your comments. Alright then, without further ado, let's get this video started. Guys, I just look awesome in my viewfinder. I look beautiful. Yes! Alright guys, so one of the things that I really want to focus on this year is try to read the signals from my skin more objectively. Now what I mean by this is whenever I get an acne or pimple, by the way I have two, I know you guys can see but let me zoom you guys in. So I have it right there. It makes me feel like a joker or something. And then I have a little one here. I'm thinking of going to the dermatologist soon, but yeah. So whenever I get pimples or acne such as this, instead of feeling like I feel like a joker, or instead of getting sad about it and feeling like, oh, why now when my skin was just starting to look good, instead of thinking things like that, I want to decipher them and try to see what exactly my body is telling me, because I truly believe that pimples or acnes are a reflection of what's going on inside. So nowadays whenever I get a breakout, I've been really trying to reflect on my diet, my stress levels, if I've been working out as diligently, or if I'm on my period. Which, by the way, all of these factors correlate. They all play a part in giving me these breakouts. Just lovely. I just find that taking them objectively is just so much more helpful to my self-esteem, my mood, and I do not need to get upset over acne or having pimple because it's not worth it. It's not worth my time. There's so many other things, better things I can do with that time that I'm being depressed about it. So that is one thing that I really want to focus on. Another example that I have is whenever I'm getting redness in my cheek areas and it's super inflamed, I know that straight away that my skin needs hydration and calmness. And so I would like to introduce to you guys a little product that I've been loving, and yes, it is indeed an ad, but guys, I like it so much. I love it so much that I already emptied out a whole bottle and I'm on my second one. So this is the Medicube Super Cica Ampoule. This is an ampoule serum that I've just been really into, and let me get to that in a sec. But whenever your skin is inflamed or it's getting acne, it all comes down to the fact that your skin needs hydration and needs to be calmed down. It's not always about drying the acne out with zinc, which does help, but hydration should always be the foundation of your skincare. These ampoules contain medicassoside, medicassic acid, asiaticoside, asiatic acid, which are all superb ingredients to relieve and soothe damaged skin and help with hypersensitive skin. Now, I don't know if you guys watched my last video where I took a scorching hot bath and it left my cheek areas boiling hot. You could see it through the camera. And what really surprised me and blew away was that these products helped it to calm down instantly. It was really rather kind of surprising, and that's saying a lot because I've tried a lot of products. Goodness gracious, like even before my eyes in my veranda, I have a whole stock of skincare products that I have tried. And then also, may I just mention that it's getting freezing cold in Korea. It is winter. Like winter is coming. It has come. It came. Normally my skin gets super dehydrated, but this ampoule has been proving to be sufficient enough, which I was quizzical because when you try out the formula, it's not oily or it's not rich in nourishment. It's really hydration and just calming. So I was really surprised to find that this was hydrating enough that it solved my dehydration. And so it absorbs so nicely, blends out seamlessly. So as you guys can see, I'm already on my second bottle. So going back to my point, if I'm seeing that my skin is inflamed and it's red, it's basically telling me SOS. I need some hydration and water soon, so get on with it. The second thing that I really want to talk to you guys about is the fact that there's more than meets the eye, meaning that there's more to taking care of the skin than just taking care of the superficial. And this is something that I've talked about continuously and incrementally in my videos on my channel. When you're striving to have a better looking skin or healthier looking skin, you cannot neglect taking care of your body and your health. It is part of the package, guys, and I know it's hard because we can't really see it. Like, health and our inner body is something that we cannot visibly see, unlike our skin. And I know that is the reason why we tend to gravitate towards products that are great and makes us promises in the future of rainbows and butterflies. But the truth is, if you don't take care of your health and you neglect to see how important these other factors are, it's just going to be like trying to fill up a vase with holes on the bottom. Yes, you might see some results, but in the long term, all of these efforts are just going to get drained down through these little holes. So I just want to remind you guys that it is so vital to take care of our health and to have a holistic approach when looking at our skin. So just to tell you guys about the efforts that I am making and will continue to make is that first, of course, I work out like a pro. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I always upload like little photos or videos of me working on my story so you guys can motivate it. So come and join the Instagram fam. I just made that up. And one of the most dramatic changes that I made last year was changing up my diet. I mentioned this in my latest video, but I basically just cut out all processed foods, carbs, instant like junk foods, and am eating super healthily, a lot of proteins, a lot of vegetables, a lot of unprocessed foods. And of course, I am drinking my cabbage juice. I can drink it without throwing up, which is an improvement, I must say. I do get pimples, but I just want to mention this. Whenever I get my period, I used to get ridiculously huge pustules, but now it has reduced to the size of a small pimple, which I think for me personally is a huge feat. And I just want to tell you guys another reason that really backs up my point really well, and it is that processed foods mess up with your hormones inside your body. For example, sausages, ready-to-eat meals, instant food, they all contain so much sodium preservatives that really mess up with your health, and they cause imbalance to your hormonal levels. Another thing that I really want to implement well this year is to just leave it alone. Jeez, Sue, just leave it alone. One of my biggest instincts when it comes to taking good care of my skin is to just leave the freak alone. Just don't mess with it. Just give it some time and peace, you know? Because once we start picking at it, it's like entering a rabbit hole. Like it's bottomless, pitless, and we end up meeting talking caterpillars and talking flowers. It's bonkers. So that is one thing that I really want to focus on, is just to stop. Now, of course, I've been getting better at it than I used to be. I no longer have the temptation of popping my pimples when I see one or two rise, like as in this case. I just like to leave them, and as time goes by, naturally I've noticed that these acne do kind of pop by themselves whenever I'm cleansing or just whenever I'm not paying attention. They do seem to get worse. Of course, I always have the option of going to see a dermatologist as well. Like, we all know we won't get anything good out of it, and we know it. You know it. Now, I always like to share with you guys some solutions when there's a problem. So instead of just telling you guys to stop, I'm going to share with you guys some solutions that I found very helpful when trying to avoid picking at my skin, which is very tempting. The first one is to avoid mirrors at all. Just don't look in the mirror. Just walk away. The second thing that really helps a lot is to keep yourself busy. So during the time that you will spend looking in the mirror, do something else, like work out, dance, read a book. These are the things that I like to do. And third, try to focus on your overall health. I think always when you concentrate on looking at the bigger picture, it really helps out minimize the importance of the weight of smaller things like a little pimple. So for me, I try not to, let it distract me, because I know I'm really healthy and I'm working on myself right now. And so a pimple or two is not going to lure me into popping them. It is not going to bring my day down, because I choose to look at the bigger picture here. Next, I want to share with you guys a list of, I guess, practical skincare goals that I want to focus on. And they're all under the big theme of anti-aging. Yes, I am in my late 20s. Actually, I turned 30 in Korea because the age system is really messed up, which means that my skin cells are all dying. As a matter of fact, we know that after 20, all of our cells start dying. So it's not a surprise, guys. And while I'm willing to let time and nature leave their prints on my skin as wrinkles, to be honest, guys, I would really like to delay the process, if I may say. So I really want to focus on, I guess, points such as saggy skin. I have a lot of like cheek fat, and I've noticed that they've been kind of sagging. So maybe, I don't know if I'm brave enough to get like a skincare like treatment. I'm really scared, but it's something that I'll definitely think about. I also been really diligent with taking care of the wrinkles around my eye areas, especially with this Goodal Green Tangerine Vita C Dark Circle Eye Cream, which has been a wonderful eye cream because it's not too heavy, so it doesn't give me melia. That is a very important point. Another thing that I really want to take care of is being more diligent with my sunscreen. And what I mean by this is, yes, I do apply it every single day, but I want to make it a habit of reapplying them through the day. Up until last year, I think I really didn't make any effort to reapply them throughout the day, which is something that I want to work on this year. And I think one of the great ways to do that is to use a sun cushion. I honestly think sun cushions are such an underrated item or category because they're so handy. So I've been testing out a couple of hand cushions for you guys, and I want to make a recommendations videos. But just in case you guys don't know what sun cushions are, basically these are some products like SPF sunscreens, but they just come in a cushion format. So you get a nice little puff and a little sponge inside with the sunscreen formula. And I think these are super handy because they make it so easy for you to reapply throughout the day or even when you're outside. Also, pores. Because my skin has been sagging a bit, the pores have been enlarging with it as well. So I really honestly haven't been too big on pore care, but I think this year I want to make it a point and kind of concentrate and look at what ingredients are effective, look at what products are effective. So I also will share with you guys if I do find an appropriate solution to my pores. And the last thing that I want to take care of is neck wrinkles. And I know, guys, no one cares about neck wrinkles. Like, I don't care about other people's neck wrinkles, and other people don't really care about my neck wrinkles, but I care about my neck wrinkles. So I'm referring to the wrinkles that you get on your neck, and I don't know why, but it's something that kind of always caught my attention. And growing up, I never really had much, but I've been kind of seeing more of them forming. And so neck wrinkles are one of the, I guess, wrinkles that are the hardest to treat. Like on your face, you can treat your wrinkles with Botox or fillers, but I heard that it's a lot harder for your neck. So prevention is key here once again. So I want to kind of find a way to really effectively take care of them. So far, I've been applying really thick creams on my neck as well, and just applying all of my skincare down here as well, but I don't think it's enough. Oh, and I just pulled out my hair. Ow. Skincare is personal, so let me just have it, guys, alright? The last thing that I really want to work on this year is just try to remember to take chill pills and relax from time to time. Even though I am indifferent to most of the things, I get really anxious, I get scared, I get worried a lot, so it's really annoying, especially as stress is one of the most biggest factors when it comes to aging. Stress can, of course, not only provoke hormones that cause inflammation, but it also can force our facial muscles to move in a way where it can cause wrinkles like this, like frowning, and then you end up getting a furrow in the middle of your brows. And stress has been proven to shorten the telomere lengths, which basically protect our skin cells from deteriorating and aging. So stress is a big no-no. No. This year I'm just going to remind myself to take a chill pill, so like relax. There's no need to get stressed out. If things are going to happen, it will happen. You do not need to react. So that is one thing that I really want to focus on this year. I do not want to panic. I do not want to get stressed out. Also, the last thing, this is the last thing that I want to share with you guys, is the fact that I really want to practice essentialism. It's not minimalism because I have too much skincare to practice minimalism, but essentialism, meaning that I really want to reflect on what is essential to me right now. And hence you guys can see the changed vanity over here. I changed it up for 2021 because I realized I really didn't use a single piece of makeup product that was in those drawers. I gave all of those stuff away to other people who could have better use for it, and I just replaced it with a nice mirror. Also, I want to practice essentialism in, I guess, my thoughts. I really want to think and focus on thinking about things that matter and are important to me instead of dwelling on things that I cannot really change or I have no control over, because worrying and thinking and dwelling is not going to help the situation. It's just going to cause stress. So essentialism is definitely going to be one of my keywords this year, and I hopefully it can play a great part in bettering my life. Is bettering a word, guys? But anyways, you guys know what I mean. Alright guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to leave me what are your skincare goals for 2021. Don't forget to press like if you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next. Ciao!